Hello, I'm Neil Fu. A beautiful Thursday morning. Today I'm going to talk about healthcare IPO counters in Malaysia. After my yesterday was talking about the healthcare industry in Southeast Asia, today particularly we mentioned about Malaysia, some of the IPO counters that have been fantastic, become one of the best choice of the funders at this moment. Okay, if you like the videos, hope that you can subscribe, like, and shares. That I'm going to talk about the healthcare businesses in Malaysia. Since January 22nd, because of the COVID-19, so some of the counters of Malaysia KL Stock Exchange that they have spiked, and they have their share price have increased tremendously, significantly, and obviously that in a way is a little surprise of these healthcare products. The surprise is not that for the professional side, like those institutional investors, but especially with those small investors or those market small investors that some of the analysts is saying that because of the COVID lockdown, many people just stay at home. They have nothing to consume, and some of the saving, like traveling costs, your fuel and gas costs. That of course we have heard a lot of negative information about retrenchment. Companies are not doing well with their cash flow broken, but of course there are some minority of those that they have the problems, but in the majority of the people that they still have some kind of saving of cash, or even some of the companies that they are still doing okay without any retrenchment or any reduction of the salary. So in the meantime that everybody stay at home, that they still do not, just like normal days that you have to travel with your cars, with the public transport, or even a lot of expenses, like you're going out to dine, you go out to dine for dinner, lunch, and all these. You just eat your home cook. So there are some spare money that they are looking into investing in some of the counters in Malaysia, especially with the healthcare counters that so far with the index of the healthcare index that have even broken through to 2019 and 0.6 points. So they have increased by 120 points, and say about 6%. I'm not going to tell all the exact figures, but as for the 28th of May, and even the whole week that I just gather all this information, and again I just accept myself that I'm not going to to give you any clue of which counter is good, but I just want to talk about Southeast Asia healthcare industry, especially yesterday I was have another videos, but today I talk more about Malaysia, so that I want to get everybody to know that our near future, our current and near future, even the long-term future, what will be the opportunities in Malaysia as far as transformation, diversification, that, and see how these crisis and also the challenges become the opportunities for us Malaysian to transform ourselves, or to work together with some of the leaders of the healthcare industry. So this is my whole purpose. Then again, I just to accept myself that I'm not giving you any clue of which counter is good that you should invest. No, okay, nothing to do with me. But I just want to point out, like the four biggest healthcare counters, like Top Glove. Top Glove has done very well. All of these this index of healthcare, out of the 10 companies that perform very well, out of that there are 4 counters that somehow or other something to do with the surgical gloves, right? So that means which is about 40% of the 10 best performing counters that the glove is already 40%. Okay, so at least now we can see the trend, the segmentation that who are doing all right now with the funders to come in. And say with Top Glove, with the counters number, with the Top Glove 7113 under the healthcare counters, so far with about 40% increase now as per the 28th of May 2020. The share price was 12 ringgit and 86 cents. 12 ringgit and 86 cents. And also with the Kosan 7153 under healthcare counter as well, also about 30% increase with 8.78 ringgit per share. Okay, Kosan. And Hata 5168 also under healthcare counters with about 28% or more, that now is sitting at 11 ringgit per share. And also for Supermax 7106 with healthcare counters with 7 and 24 ringgit per shares. So these are the top four best performance of these glove manufacturing or glove industries that is become a household name now, especially during this COVID. Even like Top Glove, even end of last year 2019 has been doing very well. So all these funders, Tan Sri Lim Wei Chai of Top Glove, that who own the rights, who own the equity percentage by 35.95%, now is worth for $1 billion USD. So he's already in a 1 billion club, And also we have Hata with Mr. Kwan and the family, that he has an equity of 49 and 81%, which is 3 billion worth of personal wealth. And also with Kosan Tan Sri Lim also just joined the club with 800 million, so very near to $1 billion club, right? So welcome to the club. So these are three great guys that has contributed to the glove industry, and also to spur the whole breakthrough of the 2000 point of the healthcare index. So it's very fantastic that we can see the development. And also the other one is about the industrial counter, but it's not in the healthcare counter. This is what also brought us to the attention, is a Comfort 2127 under industrial counter has been doing very well. And the counter also increased by more than 12%, about 12%, and is sitting with the price per share 3 ringgit per share. So he's at 17th place. That have been fantastic. So these are the 5 companies that really create a lot of excitement in the healthcare industry. So beside this also, we noticed that of course these 5 companies, the funders, the investors, everybody know about that, and become a household brand, simply because everybody at home, you're reading newspaper, online news, even the evening TV news, that keep on mentioning that there is demand for masks, demand for glove, and all kind of these healthcare equipments, that people knows that there are huge and great demand in the world market. At one time was a big shortage. Of course, now it come to the balance that so all these funders who are sitting at home said, hey, these are counters that they are looking into, and they just fork up some money to invest, big or small. That's why the whole share price go up. It makes sense, right? It's because there is a big demand. And also today I want to bring everybody attention to some of the development of the second tier of the healthcare product, maybe they want to transform themselves, or they're in the on the way to the healthcare industry, that they want to have some shares of these increasing demand of the industry. So they are about 13 companies that somehow or other they are going into mass production, and these hand sanitizer, manufacturing a hand sanitizer, or maybe for the ventilators, for the ventilators, and also for the test kit of the COVID, whether it's a rapid test kit or for the normal test kit. And also they come to the PPE, personal care clothing, and all these for the healthcare industry, right? So these are the 13 companies that I may just mention one by one, so that then we can have a look of this company, see how it goes. Because the 5 companies that we mentioned earlier, the funders just go in, to buy their shares. So what about these 13 companies? So Bursa Malaysia listed companies, new ventures in COVID-19 related services, right? So first is about Notion VTech Berhad. So they are doing PPE production. So with the share price year to date increased by 14.1%. SCGM Berhad, okay, PPE production again. So they have increased by 4.5% the share price. And Top Gloves Corporation Berhad, again, why is on the list? Because their core business have been glove, but now they are also venturing into manufacturing of face masks. Okay, so with that, of course, we know that they have increased by 123% of their share price in total. Then we have a Carex Berhad. They are the manufacturing of hand sanitizers. And also we have MyEG Services Berhad. This is very interesting because MyEG is a portal, e-portal, to link up the government services all these years, that all of a sudden that they are also venturing into the distribution of COVID-19 rapid test kits. Okay, with that also their share price has increased by 33.6%. 33.6%. So this is very interesting. Even before they have the MOH approval for the kits, so they have done some marketing. Of course, there was some query about that, but okay, that was just about the news about them. So, but with the e-portal service that they also come into these COVID-19 rapid test kits. Okay, the other interesting one is a Hoa Genting Berhad. So it used to be the a leisure company, a tour company, and of course they were in the manufacturing before. So now this company also venturing into the distribution of COVID-19 diagnostic products. So great, the share price has increased by 190.9% year to date. Okay, Hoa Genting, because of these COVID-19 diagnostic products, that is a new migration for the company. And also the other one is a Permaju Industries Berhad in the bottling and distribution of sanitizers. And this company, the share price has increased by 24.4%. And DRB Highcom Berhad, as you may know, this is a proton car distributors. So now they are into manufacturing of face shields. Manufacturing of face shields. We have masks. The whole face shields is another product that is very important for the healthcare industry, especially for the world demand. And also Kelly Holdings Berhad is a lingerie manufacturing in Perak. So now they are venturing into fabric face masks and PPE. So something is out of our expectation, because they are doing all these lingerie products. So now they are into the face mask and PPE. Isn't it interesting? And also LYC Healthcare Berhad, so they become the marketing of cleanliness, hygiene and sanitation services, in which the share price has increased by 36.7%. And also Sanichi Technology Berhad, production of medical ventilators. Oh, okay, so there is something great. Okay, and their share price has increased by 30%. As we know that last when the COVID lockdown first started, that the whole world was simply, have a big shortage of ventilators, because this ventilator is to help those very serious COVID patient, to help them to breathe. So Sanichi Technologies have ventured into that, and another two company also doing the same. The other one is AT Systemization Berhad. So they have go into the production of medical ventilators, that the share has increased by 25%. And the other one is PNE PCB Berhad, also from get into production of medical ventilators. Wow, so the share has increased by 100